Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the Daily Market Insight for Monday, the 22nd of November. All right, now let's just have a look what's going around. The US Treasuries have edged lower, but the connection between, or the Treasury yields, I should say, the connection between that and the dollar really sort of broken down, as has the equity markets, right? So we're really coming back to core fundamentals, right? That gives us a little bit more of a better picture. Now, like you see the dollar index, it broke down through that support line. It's now coming sort of back up. Now, if I give you a look at the major currency pairs, it's a little bit of a different picture across the board. Now, euro under pressure. There's Austria's putting, I think, going back into lockdown. There's talk about Germany potentially as well. That's going to put pressure on the euro. And with the rolling sort of strong US numbers, you got to think euro's heading down towards 110 at the moment. Sterling hanging in there. The Aussie and Kiwi have broken down and look like they're going to be heading, like this week, down another 100, 150 points, 200 points, obviously depending on the FOMC minutes and a few other bits and pieces. Dollar CAD, well, oil's finally rolled over, back at 76 bucks, supports a topside move in dollar CAD. You know, there's a few good things happening in Canada as far as economics go, but overall, the retail sales figures were sort of weak, and it makes an easy journey to the top side for dollar CAD. Now, with everything sort of kicking into gear here and there, dollar yen sort of kicks out of gear. It's one of those weird anomalies with dollar yen. If anything, though, with the dollar trade, you think it has to come back. And dollar index up, dollar Swiss, well, it's sort of pausing at the moment alongside euro, but that looks like it's going to edge higher as well. So as you can see, with my bias going forward this week, it's still a stronger dollar preference. Right now, when you come in to look at the markets today through the Asian session, now we're getting close to the European session kicking off. You're looking for connections. Now, I think in the European session, the lockdown or the impact of surging COVID cases, etc., will be a major factor in the news. That should put pressure on the euro and euro crosses. So keep an eye out for that. When you do come back and have a look at where things are going to come from, just have a good close look at the calendar. I'm going to scroll back up here. Not much out Monday, right? So you come into Tuesday's trading, or actually the end of Monday, you got some consumer confidence numbers there in the Eurozone, some existing house price numbers out of the US. You come into really Wednesday's the key day, right? If I just scroll down, so there's a bunch of sort of peripheral numbers coming out. Don't forget, we're in the fourth week of the month, right? All the big numbers are already out on the table. So you're looking for pieces to fit together. Now, out of all these euro numbers, all you need is some sort of sign of weakness to go with the sort of geopolitical weakness from the increased COVID cases. That should lead to an easier move on the downside in euro. Or if anything, I'm probably still looking to sell euro and rallies back towards 113.50. You get some PMI numbers there out of the UK. Hopefully it gives it some direction. We've seen sterling sort of whipped around all over the place. You come into Tuesday's trading, some manufacturing PMI numbers there out of the US. Secondary, third level numbers at best, right? You're coming into Wednesday's trading. This is where it sort of really kicks off. We've got the RBNZ, right? There is expectations for these guys to raise rates by 0.25. Okay, that's on the table. It's got to be, unless something weird happens between now and then, I think that's going to be the run of it. And Kiwi's already on its knee, so I can't see the Kiwi doing much. If 0.25 is already factored in and it's dropping lower, it doesn't bode well for the Kiwi. Then you come into Wednesday in North America, you've got a range of numbers here coming out. There's a whole, it's like they're emptying the wallet, right? Like get everything out before the month ends, and you got a whole range of things. Most importantly will be the FOMC minutes. So that's what I'm saying. Like Wednesday in the North American session, you're going to have a whole range of things to sort of keep a very close eye on. You come into Thursday in Asia, not much coming out. Europe, well, you got the ECB policy accounts and Christine Lagarde speaking. Very important when she speaks. And then pretty much you got Thanksgiving Friday and the markets are going to be very quiet, right? So you got to sort of work with the flow of what's going on. Any sort of US numbers, okay, should be on your radar. they are the ones that are, any sort of strong sign of strength, easier trade to the downside, particularly against the euro, Aussie and Kiwi, dollar CAD topside. And we'll see how that plays out. But don't forget, there's usually a few little diamonds in the rough in that last week of the month, right? You think of next week, we've got non-farm payrolls, the whole machine kicks into gear again. So this week, your aim is just to add cash to your account. It's probably not going to be the big winning trade you've been looking for, but funnily enough, if we get in through Wednesday's trading and we do see some solid numbers across the board here, particularly the durable goods, etc., and the housing numbers, and then obviously the FOMC minutes, we get like a strong sentiment out of these numbers. The dollar's going to head for the hills. Euro should be down or heading towards 110. Aussie down towards 70 cents. Kiwi down towards 68. And we should see the sterling head back down towards 132 and dollar CAD up towards 127.5. All right, that's what I can see at the moment. I mean, things are just sort of piecing together at the moment. There hasn't been any sort of wild moves, which is a good thing to start the week. Let's see how that European session opens up, especially regarding the Austria reimposing the lockdowns. See if Germany follows. That could put a bit of a kibosh on German growth and any plans from the ECB, leading to a weaker euro. All right, that's the developing story. Good luck, guys. Cheerio.